last night's rain could be a lifesaver. So could a shallow stream, even if it doubled as a crocodile's favourite lunch spot. The risk calculation was simple. Drink now, and maybe get sick later. Or don't drink, and definitely get sick sooner. Of course, there was a method to this madness. You didn't just march up to the water's edge and start sipping. That was the sort of behaviour that got you turned into an educational example for the rest of the group. First, you scanned for movement. Ripples that weren't from the wind. Shadows that lingered just a little too long under the surface. If the coast seemed clear, you approached slowly, crouched down, and drank with the speed of someone who knew they might have to run at any second. Some groups developed clever tricks. Scooping water with cupped hands kept you further from the edge. Finding a narrow bend in the river gave you a better view of incoming trouble. And in some rare cases, you might even find a naturally formed pool away from the main current. A prehistoric luxury spa, if you ignored the dead insects floating on top. There was no concept of boiling or filtering. If the water was clear, it was considered probably fine. If it was murky, you drank it anyway, and pretended the earthy flavour was intentional. Occasionally, this led to days of stomach cramps and other unpleasant consequences. But survival wasn't about comfort. It was about stacking the odds in your favour, one cautious sip at a time. And so, every drink was a gamble. Sometimes you walked away refreshed. Sometimes you walked away queasy. And sometimes you didn't walk away at all. But no matter the risks, water was life. And life rarely came without a few hidden teeth. In the prehistoric world, fashion wasn't about style. It was about whatever stuck to you overnight. The first outfit of the day was whatever dirt, leaves, and mystery substances you picked up while sleeping on the ground, or wedged in a tree. Some mornings, you woke up wearing a patchwork of crushed grass and dried mud that could almost pass as camouflage, assuming you were trying to blend in with a compost heap. There were no animal skin cloaks, no carefully woven fabrics, and definitely no summer or winter wardrobe. If you happened to have a bit of fur left over from a kill, you might drape it around yourself for warmth. But more often than not, your only real layer was your own skin. And perhaps the occasional insect that decided you were an all-you-can-eat buffet. Seasonal changes were handled with the most advanced technology available at the time. Moving. If it got cold, you followed the sun. If it got too hot, you found shade. If it rained, you got wet. No one complained about soggy clothes because there weren't any to complain about.